Привет, меня зовут Илона Капах, это мой муж, израильский адвокат Рои Капах. Мы помогаем семьям воссоединяться в Израиле, и мы сами пара, которая проходила СТУПРО. Недавно наше видео в Инстаграм набрало много просмотров, и мы получили очень крутую обратную связь, и получили очень много вопросов про нас. Уточните это, уточните то, и мы сегодня решили познакомиться с вами поближе, ответить на вопросы, которые мы получили, рассказать про нас. И нам кажется, что наша история также может быть интересна тем, кто сейчас готовится или проходит СТУПРО, потому что мы прошли через этот процесс и можем поделиться нашим опытом.
Well, hello everyone. We received a lot of feedbacks and questions and curiosity about our process, about us, and we would like to address it and speak out about it today. So yeah, here we go.
Okay, let's start. How did we meet?
Okay, we met years ago in a Jewish agency program. I was the coordinator of the Israeli group. It was a young adult leadership program where Jewish around Europe / mostly East Europe get together. And the program, it was a seminar, took place in Moscow. And Ilona was one of the Moscow group, the Russian group. This is where we met together. It was, we can go more resolution, where I met her for the first time.
No, say where
it was on the stairs of the Kitai Gorod synagogue. It's the choral synagogue. It was Friday evening before going to Kiddush together as the group.
Yeah. Okay, so how come we afterwards did STUPRO if we met in the Jewish agency?
Okay, this is can lead us for a very deep topic, controversial topic, I think, in the Israel as general, because Israel is a mosaic of cultures. Not all Israel citizens are Jewish or halachically Jewish, and there is a dispute there. Because people I consider to be Jewish, other communities within Israel or outside can consider them not Jewish. Exactly. So it's mostly about that. I think there are many Jewish-oriented young adults that also take place in seminar and growing up as Jewish, but not in the end of the day considered to be halachically Jewish. And for this topic, receiving a status like citizenship in Israel.
Exactly.
So it's more topic how you consider yourself or not. And yeah, Ilona grew up in Jewish-oriented, not orthodox way. Ilona can speak about it more, but enough to be part of a Jewish agency in Moscow. And this is, I'm very happy she did it because.
Yeah, exactly. So, like, if to maybe be more specific a bit, it's about who can get citizenship in Israel, and who is considered Jewish, and what is being Jewish, and if every person who is Jewish can be citizen, because I know a lot of people who consider themselves or like really inside the Jewish community, but they can't get citizenship of Israel. And it's like a hard topic here, but the thing is that the Sachnut, Jewish agency, not all Sachnut programs, because we know programs as Taglit, as Masa, as Nale, they are all for the people who can do Aliyah. But there are programs, like the program we took part in, and there is no such a requirement, so they're not checking you on if you can do or if you're eligible for Aliyah or not. They're more about you being activist in the Jewish community and having your Jewish-oriented path in a way. So that's how I personally got inside the Jewish agency, because I took part in the program for which it wasn't the requirement to be eligible for Aliyah, because I am not, and I wasn't. And for us, in a way, it was also a conscious decision not to go through the like becoming Jewish by doing giyur, because in the end of the day, I did giyur. That's how we had huppa. But I did giyur as part of my spiritual journey inside Israel, in the community that I felt connected to, rather than to do it in order to get something, or to get citizenship through Moscow or stuff like that. And this is basically the answer to that.
Yeah, I think both of us are very secular and liberal. I find Ilona sometimes more Jewish traditional, maybe sometimes than me, because I consider myself as secular. Who's Jewish? It never concerned us as a family, as a couple. And since day one, I also loved how Ilona is addressing it, the whole topic, and how I see it as a Jewish secular individual. And we just, as a household, decided to do things that we love to do, to keep the tradition how we see it, to keep to embrace the history as we love it, as we choose to, and not to let any outside organization or platform to decide for us. And I cherish it a lot. And about the giyur process, we decided to do the giyur how we see it, how we like it, and as a personal decision for us, not in order to get status in Israel or citizenship, just because part of a process and thing we wanted to do.
So yes, and we did. It was important for us to have huppa in Israel, and that's what we did. And it was pretty and beautiful, and it was our moment, not for anyone else, not for to prove someone else that we Jewish enough, or I don't know, whatever. So
I believe there is a place to. In this rainbow of Jewish world, if you're not interfering in their other lives whatsoever, it's good. You can embrace Judaism in your own way.
Exactly.
And I think we decided to do it in our own unique path.
Okay, so let's, from the Jewish conversation, go to, so we decided to do СТУПРО in the end of the day. We wanted to be together as soon as possible, and this was also the way for me to move. We decided we're moving center of life to Israel, and we decided to do СТУПРО, gradual procedure. And let's talk about that. How was it? How did we decide to start it? How was it? How it started?
Yeah, it was just a long time ago already. Yeah, Ilona is Israel citizen already, but back then when we started, I was just wanted to see my partner as soon as possible.
I think it was a long time ago, 2017, and it was before, now I understand and appreciate that it was easier times. It was before COVID, before all the geopolitical problems around the world, and it was easier times. They were we were flying. We were first we started to date, and then we did a long distance. But our long distance was we saw each other every few weeks, every month, every few weeks. We were flying back and forth, and then it was just natural for me to come and we just started the process because it was just part of our lifestyle back then. in a way. Yeah, but we did everything as everyone else. Back then it was you could file in MVD, not online, and it was. For me, it was scary a bit because I was scared of all this. First of all, a big decision to make, to relocate, to start life in a different country. For a foreign spouse, I think it's always a big leap of everything, leap of faith, leap of like change. It's like big change. It was scary a bit. It was not knowing what's going to be, but yeah, I felt very, very much supported by my partner. Yeah. And I think the fact that he was taking upon himself all the bureaucratic, and he knew the process, what to do, how to do it, you know, like we didn't do any mistakes. We basically were like very well prepared. We came with a big file, like everything. So yeah, usually in my process within the years, I saw how pkidot are impressed by the level of preparation that we have everything.
Yeah, I think there was also my profession maybe helped a bit, and what I brought to the table also, how to prepare the case and etc. And I was also on a very personal level very motivated because I understood and I could see how it can be stressful for Ilona. And it was very important for me that everything will go smooth as much as possible, and for Ilona not to worried whatsoever about anything.
I'm getting a lot of also questions from people who going to СТУПРО about how they're going to be perceived by MPD, by Nativ. A lot of anxiety around what if they're gonna not be nice to us, or I'm hearing the stories about how they're not nice to people. And I didn't experience it in my process. I was very also scared about it. I remember how we were going to Nativ, and I spoke to some girls who told me that they went out crying and that it was very hard, and I didn't really experience that. I experienced actually very good communication, and it was fine. But I know that it can be different for people, and how to maybe we can share something about that, and maybe we can give some advice to people how to behave or what to do if this is the case, or what to be.
Yes. So unfortunately, as we mentioned before, there is in the governmental point of view, and governmental, it looks like in the end of the day that Israel is policy, governmental policy, does not enthusiastic, trying to be, trying to pick the right words to be politically correct as possible here. Non-Jewish to receive status, because it is in a way kind of place, and it's controversial, okay? Because who's Jewish, who's not Jewish? But who is not halachically Jewish by the law of return, like you, for example, 4th generation, okay? Like your parents qualify to get citizenship right away, but you are not. We could complain about it how much we want, but this is the law.
Exactly.
And who is not going to be checked as much as possible, because it's not going to get automatic citizenship. And this is why you have also Nativ organization checks about documents, about background, MVD, the Interior Office checks on a gradual process, year by year. It's and sometimes to look for the flaws, and to look for it in interviews, or to look for it in some kind of checks. They can also send investigation to to find it. So Native organization in this complete picture is one of the checks, and sometimes it can be scary because they have tools to check East European. It's a special organization just for East European.
Yeah, this is also a very, very controversial thing, actually, because just for the context, other couples, other mixed couples, not really going through native, only East Europeans.
East European can experience more obstacles or more problems about it because how they've been perceived in the interior office.
Yeah, basically it's important to say, I think, that MVD coming, or like Misrad HaPnim coming from the place where they're not perceiving you right away as a genuine couple who wants to establish family in Israel. They're perceiving you like as people who are trying to get citizenship, trying to get status in Israel, and they more like gonna check that you're true than check that you're fictional. So they would think first that you are not maybe true couple, and they need to look for the nuances in your case in order to prove that you are true and genuine and really want to do it because of your love, because of your couple, a family.
What's important for me just to say in general about not only the MVD, also about native as a checkpoint.
Yeah.
Sometimes it can be, the couple can feel that they're being judged coming from the wrong motives to claim for Israeli status.
Yeah.
And it's important to show confidence. To come well prepared and to understand that it is what it is. It's sexy home. It's not going to help just to be negative about it.
Exactly.
It's enough negativity in the whole pictures towards you. So I highly recommend, of course, to understand it, to embrace it, and to come prepare for it. And yeah, it can be not pleasant sometimes, but it's important to be prepared.
Yeah. Maybe this is the moment to speak that we're helping other also couples to go through it. Like as you as a lawyer, me as we work together with Roy and help families with their family reunion, including STUPRO, including gradual procedure. So we do help on all the levels the couples to from the even before they start the procedure, with the preparation, with actually this feeling comfortable. This is one of the things that people when we're getting feedback from the clients, this is one of the things we hear a lot, that they didn't feel it that hard, that they heard a lot of stories, but it didn't really came to them because they felt very prepared and very protected. So.
Yeah, so we specialized it in the field in general, and we feel very comfortable, and yeah, we decided to help others as a couple who experienced that, as a couple who felt everything, the other side. Back then I specialized mostly in the real estate, and as I dive into the immigration law in general and the STUPRO process specifically, we gain so much knowledge and comfortable, and we guide and we help couples in the whole process until citizenship.
Yeah. And I feel like it's on the level of, it's like not just for us, it's not just work that we do, but it's like we're all connected very much also to our couples. We're getting very good relationships with them and care about them, because I feel like it's also because we understand them on such a deep level, and when they're coming to us and when we're not looking at it just give us documents, we understand that give us documents like, I don't know, preparation, for example, when the partner is outside of Israel and we need to file to open the case and stuff, and for them it's not only gathering the documents. It's basically being away from the person you love. It's being a bit anxious about how it's going to be with the relocation. It's being anxious about the timings and everything, and we understand it on such a deep level because we went through it. We were doing all of that. So yeah, it's sometimes feels like a mission for us to help people in love to reunite and to do it the best and the most comfortable way possible.
Yeah, we understand. The main word here that we understand, and it's help us in a very cohesive way to guide our clients, to guide the couples, and from this deep understanding.
Yeah. Okay, last question actually about me getting citizenship. I got citizenship. For us, this process is behind us already. Let's maybe conclude in a way. I don't know. I'm not sure which question I want to. Maybe I need to ask myself a question. What changed for me to get citizenship? Let's maybe somehow conclude. I got citizenship. What is it about? What changed? How you look at it?
Once you received the citizenship, it was for me. It was a big relief because I had enough already been tested year after year. It's not nice to be in this spot at all, in a very personal level. The expectation for this interview, for the fact that I can decline and then I need to fight for it. Okay, I have the tools, I can do it. Okay, it's not nice in general. I can do it, okay, but I do not want to do it thinking about others that don't have the tools. And but it was a relief for me that we don't need to be tested anymore because we know we're a true couple, and that other person testing my love to you year after year, or just organization or the state of Israel testing my relationship year after year, it was pain in the ass.
Let's call it what it is.
So it was a big relief as the spouse, as the Israeli spouse, that okay, thank you for the stamp. By the law, as I said, you deserve in the end of the process, okay, we did what the law say year after year, but okay, thank you, it's over. And this test was just not naive, not pleasant.
Yes. Okay. As for me, as a foreign partner in this process, I think it's also was by the end a bit just more tiring than even something else. If in the beginning it was more anxious, I felt anxiety a bit about it, I was worried what's going to be, how it's going to go. But by the end it was more okay, let's do it, let's do it. And for me it was also a relief, and I felt already so much a part of the country and part of the society here that not a lot of things changed. But it was a very happy moment. Окей, спасибо большое за внимание. Если у вас есть какие-то еще вопросы, вы их все можете задать в комментариях.
Thank you.